Hello there, you're welcome to the CIA Corner here on TAF TV. Like you know, we bring to you the best of commentaries, in-depth analysis as it keeps unfolding on our newspaper headlines. Alright, I forget, happy democracy to every single Nigerian, both the male, the female, the young and old. For 25 years, we have actually stood strong in our dear father, now his mother's land. Alright, in our dear mother's land, we've actually stood strong for the past 25 years. Congratulations to every single Nigerian, and congratulations to our dearest President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for being the one leading us in this current 25 years. Alright, like we do it here in CIA, we actually talk about trending headlines. Now, today being Democracy Day, we are addressing one of the national coordinators of the civil societies that have been arrested in Lagos. Now, do well to stay tuned. I'll bring you details of this story after the break. Alright, you're welcome back from that quick break. Now let's dive into the story. Now let's talk about democracy a little bit. Now we know that democracy, just like we keep defining it, that democracy has to do with the people. This is the government of the people, for the people and by the people. That's to say, Nigerians, we all have a voice when it comes to making decisions in this country. Even in our bills, we have a voice. That is the essence of democracy. And prior to this time, we know that as Nigerians, we used to celebrate our democracy May 29, but it was shifted to June 12, just like what we're celebrating today, to honor our heroes, our fallen heroes, persons that actually fought for our 25 years as a democratic nation. Okay, so days like this were actually set aside to honor persons like Abiola that actually fought for the democracy of our dearest nation, Nigeria. Now, speaking about Nigerians having a voice, one of the national coordinators of the civil society, in quote, bring back Nigerian movement, in person of Comrade Juwon Sanyaolu, was arrested yesterday in Lagos. Now, prior to this time, he was supposed to carry out a protest today, being June 12th, to press home the points that Nigerians are actually suffering. Nigerians are actually going through a lot. There is starvation, there is increment in commodities. So the protest was supposed to take place today. But on Tuesday, news has it that this young man was arrested by the police. That's to say, he was not kidnapped, because the text message he dropped before his phone became unreachable was that he has been arrested by the police. Now, having to reach the Lagos Police Commission to question them of where this guy has been detained, the police commission are telling us that they are not aware of this guy's arrest. As of today, they are telling us they are not aware that this young man has been arrested. And all of a sudden, they are pointing fingers to the DSS. They said we should ask the DSS. Maybe they are the ones responsible for this young man's arrest. Now, getting to the DSS, the story became more complicated when the DSS said they are not aware of the arrest of this young man, that their hands are not in it. But they are aware that some kind of organizations wanted to carry out protests. Today being June 12. Now, it is quite funny because democracy, just like we earlier said, has to do with the people, and your voice has to be heard. This is a Nigerian, though it is not actually healthy to actually carry out protests on a sensitive day like our Democracy Day, where we are celebrating 25 years of democracy. In as much as we know it is not healthy to carry out protests in Nigeria, because prior to this time, we have had records of unhealthy protests where some persons will actually hijack a peaceful protest, and it becomes something that Nigerians will actually cry about. We could still remember the NSAS protest that started as a peaceful movement, but all of a sudden, some person's life were lost. So we understand with the security agencies for having to detain this guy for a while. But the fact of denying his arrest at this point and saying they are not aware, when in quote, this guy said he has been arrested by the police. How are we sure that members of this movement will not hit to the street and start protesting for the release of their coordinator, in person of Comrade Juwon? So at this point, we are asking the Lagos Police Commission to actually make findings, because it's really not healthy that they are telling us that someone has been arrested by the Lagos police. And all of a sudden, the police commissioner actually denying the fact that they are not aware. That's to say, they themselves are not security conscious of the well-being of the persons in that state. For 25 years now that we're celebrating democracy, you know, in the journey of life, let's just give a little analysis about 25 years. You know, your 25 years, you're meant to learn and make mistakes. So let's just assume that Nigerians, we've actually learned our mistakes. We've actually learned a lot from our mistakes. We are hoping that the next 5 years and the next 25 years to come, we'll be able to implement the mistakes and the corrections that we have learned for the past 25 years. It is not okay, it is not healthy that in a democratic society, the people do not have a voice. And here we are celebrating 25 years. Just like what our president said earlier this morning, that we are hoping for a more energetic and a nation where the people are bonded together with our leaders. Because it looks as if of late, there has been some level of dictatorship in Nigeria, just like the case of this Juwon, Comrade Juwon. He proposed a protest, and the government, in quotes, said, no, you don't have to carry it out. And all of a sudden, this young man has been arrested. That's to say, there is more of dictatorship now in Nigeria, more than a democratic society. So at this point, we're asking our government, are we sure we're actually carrying out the democratic rule in this nation, or we are doing more of dictatorship? We have actually learned for the past 25 years and counting now. We are hoping, just like I said earlier, that the next time we are celebrating the next 25 years of our democracy, Nigeria will actually be in a good and better condition. And just like what this administration said, a renewed hope. So we are hoping for a better and renewed hope the next 25 years. And once again, I wish every single Nigerian happy Democracy Day. And just like I keep saying it, regardless of the things you're hearing, do well to take care of yourself. All right, this has been the CIA Corner here on TAF TV. You also can be part of this show. Do well to follow us up on all our social media handles. And if you're yet to subscribe, please subscribe. Drop your comment in regards to this, our comrade that has been arrested by the police, and the police are actually pointing fingers at the DSS, and the DSS are actually telling us that they are not aware of this. Do well to drop your comment and your congratulations to our dearest president and Nigeria as a whole. Do well to take care of yourself.